Bro, what up, man? Send your information too. Get you filed.
Let's go. Dang. Welcome to the Milk Room Podcast. Introduce yourself to the audience.
What's up, man? It's Crewsoundwaves, originally from Tampa, Florida, man. I'm here with the Milk Room.
That's what's up, man. So how'd you hear about the Milk Room? How'd you even come about this place?
Well, first off, shout out Underground Live. My dog Wiz. He found you guys somehow, man, and he's a network guru, bro, and he knows how to speak to people and get things done, and he brought our tour. I believe it was a tour. It was a Chris King tour.
Yeah, it was a tour.
Yeah, so was it Chris King headlining?
I think it was Mikey Polo.
It was Mikey Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had Mikey headlining, and we had the show there, man, and I really liked the space too. It was.
That was a real fun night, man. I remember there's this moment where you're performing, and then your boy that came out in that crazy suit, like the Mexican party.
Shout out my dog Pooch, man.
Pooch came with that energy, bro. Y'all both turned it up, and then there's like this photo, like he's holding this tea like this, and then you're going off, and I'm like, dang, man, that was a dope night.
That's our vibe, man. Like, we really delve into a lot of different genres of music.
I did notice that, like, especially coming from Florida, like, there's such a unique Florida sound that I don't think people appreciate enough and give Florida, like, its flowers, but y'all came with that sound, which was dope.
Appreciate you even saying that, man, and just being a Tampa, Florida native, like, I was really in that space and time with the onset of that sound that you're referring to, this grungy, undergroundy sound. Man, that's the type of sound I came into. Like, my first record was grungy and like ragey, and so but shout out Triple X and Tashion and those artists out of Miami, man. They were one of the precursors to making great sound like that. Yeah,
set the wave. And so what kind of music you're making now? Like, in terms of, like, you got a new album coming out, you got some new projects coming?
Man, I've been dropping singles recently, man, and my most recent project is called The Ruby Tablets. It's a spin-off of this historical text or historical manuscript of the Emerald Tablets. So if you got some time, just do your research on the Emerald Tablets.
I love that. I love doing some research on some stuff I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You need mind blown, but do some research on that.
Give me like a little cliff note of what it is, like a little high level.
So basically the origins of humanity, man. The origins of humanity, the origins of life itself, and the juggling of the truth and what is and what's not, man. And so I took my own spin off of this information. I called it the Ruby Tablets. Okay. Ruby being my birthstone, the color red being something I just resonate with. It means power, a lot of great things. But so the Ruby Tablets, a lot of the titles of the records are based off what's going on in the Emerald Tablets, right? Yeah. So if you take some time and look at the Ruby Tablets, you'll see the titles like are really funky, a little bit out of whack, a little different, and I did that because I wanted people to really like look and research that shit, man.
It's so important in marketing and business, and like that's the reason why we chose red, was because red was like, we noticed it being a power color, one, and it's my favorite color, but also was like a lot of famous, successful business use the color red.
It's a powerful color, man.
Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Smart and Final. Like,
we all heard about that little red dress, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That female that's in all red that walks through the room and just turns your head. It's like the color of red. We could go forever on that, man. But it's demanding. It's a demanding color and the affirming color. So the Ruby Tablets, man. But let's not. I dropped the Ruby Tablets.
Yeah. So you got some new stuff. You got new singles.
Yeah, man. We got new singles.
What's the latest single out? You gonna be performing? You got the show coming. When's the show?
Yeah, the show's okay. So we got a pop-up show with the Milk Room on the 24th of February. Make sure you're there, man. Make sure you're there. I'm gonna have some amazing artists opening up as well. And this scene on the 24th, this pop-up show is called The Rebirth. This is gonna be a new sound for me, just in the way that I present myself as an artist in a space where you're able to see me perform. It's going to be a lot more thought into it, a little bit more care into how I present this overall set.
The whole image.
And this is my first headlining show, man. And I look at this as like a next chapter in my life.
I love that.
A rebirth. So the latest, I got some late records that I dropped. One being Zeitgeist. I call that record Zeitgeist because um, it was Andre 3K said something about his project and him not being able to really dive into current hip hop and current hip
Oh,
hop
when he just
music.
dropped the Flu album, he said he really had nothing to talk
He
about.
was like, you really have to be in that moment. You have to represent that energy to really to gain something from it or to make music out of it. Like that zeitgeist. Zeitgeist being like the spirit of a time, the spirit of what was going on, like encapsulating the moment of the
Ooh,
now. And so
that's something like Japanese
the
stuff.
record is super grungy, man. It's crazy. It's all over the place, but it's basically what's happening like now in this world. Like shit's all over the place, shit's fucked up. And I'm not a dystopian person, but I like to be real about what's going on.
Right.
So Zeitgeist is just really in your face record. It's thrashy. It's supposed to represent like the world if I were to take it out of the most crucial time and show you what's going on in the sonic way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a snapshot of what's going on sonically.
No,
Right.
and people always say like music's like time traveling,
Yeah,
and it's important
yeah.
to get that like encapsulate the time that you're
Yeah,
in.
man. So and then another side from that. So I dropped my most recent single, and the reason I mentioned both of those because it's been like only 2 weeks difference between me dropping those. So the most recent single is called Ninja. Yeah, man, Ninja, man. It's my record, bro. Ninja is just a boppy vibe. It has a taste of rage to it, smoothness to it. It almost gives me like a Zeitgeist 2 type feel. But like I really called it ninjas because it's like, yo, that's just how I'm moving right now. I'm really moving, like you don't really see me moving in certain places, but just know that things are working in my favor.
I love that.
Right? You know what I mean? I'm making things happen without even have to be there, right? Using my mind, right, to make these things happen. And so I'm just moving like a ninja right now. So I call the record Ninja. Yeah, I fucked around. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, you know?
Bro, like, Ninja, bro. Like, I got a crazy ass story off that too, man. I don't know what happened, but it was one night I came home and I don't even know. Maybe I was like maybe I smoked hella blunts or some shit, or maybe I had too much to drink. But next thing you know, I ordered a book off Amazon about about ninjas, dog. And the book came like 2 days later, the same day as the release. And I'm like, damn, I'm like reading this book and it's like telling me things about like what's going on in my life that I didn't know that is kind of similar to like how ninjas really be moving.
Yeah, no, ninjas are crazy. I got a book called Ninja Selling, and it talks to like compares ninjas and like
Bro,
also being in the sales world and just like the level of focus they have and just all different types of meditations.
Bro. It's not just what we see on TV. Like it's not just about the flipping and the
because they was real. People think they're fake, but they were real.
No, they're dead ass moving like that. They're the type to climb walls. You want to know how the fuck they climbing the walls? It's like straight up and
silence.
It's all these characteristics, man. And but I want to take it back to the simple fact that like as an artist, I do my best to like pull from unknown areas for inspiration, right? Okay. So like, what does zeitgeist really mean, and what does it really mean to be a ninja, right? I want to actually delve into that shit to pull something out of it and to create something sonically.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, fucking on the 24th, we going crazy pop-up show at the motherfucking Milk Room. Make sure you pull up, man. It's gonna be a movie, man. I got artists like Cody Benjamin performing. Shout out No Fun LA, Garrett Gloom. Lambo is gonna be there, man. A lot of talented artists.
We're gonna have a whole lineup.
Yeah, man.
Is Virgin Citrus gonna be there too?
Virgin Citrus, man. Matter of fact, hold up real quick. Let me interrupt this showing right here.
This is present to you
guys. Shout out Virgin Citrus, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Virgin Citrus, man.
All these are all natural, right? From what I'm understanding, this is all natural fruit, all natural sugar.
And so Virgin Citrus, man, the homie over there, he knows like I like to rage out and do wild shit sometimes, man, but I also make sure to exercise and be in my P's and Q's physically and mentally and like emotionally. And so I really resonate with virgin citrus and the juice that they're coming out with. It's natural, all natural ingredients, and it's flavorful. It tastes good. It's something I could drink right after a set when I'm
Dude,
dehydrated
this
like
is
a
really
motherfucker.
good. This one's really good.
I think
This is
this
lemon
one
up.
is what's that?
This one's lemon up.
Lemon up.
Yeah, this
My
one's
boy said bankroll berry lemonade.
I like how he changed the logo on this one. He did a little bit different with the logo on this one.
Bro, it's not plain. Okay,
Yeah.
yo, shout out Virgin
That must
Citrus,
got to
man.
be the new little wave on that one. What's this flavor? And then you got
It should
virgin
be fuck.
strawberry lemonade.
Hold up, I can kill this right now.
All right, I love the name of it too. It's like virgin citrus. It got that like little 80s vibe on it. You know, the brand's cold.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I want Virgin Citrus to come out with a mixed drink fucking package, like a mixed drink menu, bro. Like,
well, I started. We had our anniversary and he couldn't make it, so then he dropped off a crate for the love, just like a little mini one, and then I just started mixing those with different shots.
That's a real one, bro.
Yeah,
that's a real one.
Yeah, he was
it
so much
good
fun.
As fuck, right?
It was
bro,
so good.
It's wild, dog. Like,
no, that's the best flavor. I've had a lot of different ones, but this lemon up one is different. It's not too lemony and it's sugary like Kool-Aid.
It's not playing, man.
It says, yeah, man, it's dope. So
shout out for just crazy. You just said the word for the love.
Yeah.
My brand, my brother and I created. It's called For the Love of Winning.
That's the fashion brand you were kind of mentioning.
Flow. That's what it is right now, man. And we've been going up, man. We just been pushing the brand and
you said it's like hand cut and sew. This ain't just
we do a lot of cut and sew pieces. Yeah, this next rollout that we're coming out with now, it's not so much cut and sew because you want to be able to scale it, but we're still gonna offer cut and sew options.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so it's all about like going towards something and not giving up and understanding that sometimes things can get dark in order for you to grow. And growth is not always the prettiest thing.
Nope.
And sometimes you got to look within and really find that reason to why to keep going for the love of winning.
Right? Yeah, no, it's people forget. Like, and I was even a victim this week of it, but it was like you asked to grow. You're not gonna grow unless you go through the valleys, unless you go through the wilderness.
Through the valleys, bro.
So strap up that that girdle and get it going, bro.
You gotta face the hills and valleys head on, man.
That's what you asked for. You want to grow? Okay, well you gotta get this first. It's never pretty. It's never pretty.
Never pretty, bro. Yeah. So that's really what our brand is about, man. And so if anyone watching wants to check it out, just go to fortheloveofwinning.co. Simple as that.
Man. I love that. Nah, man. I mean, hand cut and sew is tough. We have some hand cut and sew. These are our new hand cut and sews.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, single stitch on here, and then we got like this different cut. It's just all about
and
the
cut. And it's cold as fuck outside too. I mean, you see the back saying?
Yeah, we got cancel culture on the
back. That's tough. Hold on, man.
Yeah, and they're reversible too. So you got the on this side. I think the reverse is on this side.
Oh shit. Oh nah.
Yeah. What? That's like our tag, the reversible tag.
I'm glad you said that's a tag. I'm like, yo, that's an idea right
there. So we do hand cut and sew too. And like, what has been your challenges with like the hand cut and sew? Because it's like,
fucking yo, shout out Jarek, by the way, my brother Jarek. The toughest part about cut and sew is just time. It's the timing and then like the scalability. Because like, when I say scalability, let's say someone wants like 300 cut and sew pieces, and if you're watching and you don't know what cut and sew is, it's like physically like you're modifying a piece of clothing. Maybe you're using scissors to do it. Maybe you're using sandpaper to do some sort of fading. All of these things that take a physical alteration, not so much computerized or like machine alterations. It's harder to fulfill an order of 100 pieces, right, by tomorrow if someone wants a customized cut and sew piece.
Right.
But you can fulfill an order, 100 piece order by tomorrow if the piece was not cut and sew, right?
Right, yeah.
It can be replicated through a machine quickly, right? And so that's what my brother and I are kind of learning through, distributing things and the logistics between, providing the product to a customer, whether it be a cut and sew or just a piece that's easy to be duplicated.
No, most definitely. It's so important as an artist, as a music artist, to have that other outlet of a fashion brand or you're attached to your music brand, something to keep you going. I mean, you see the playbooks, every artist got it. First Rihanna, Jay-Z, the tour merch, everybody on there like, we just sold out of our tour merch. Like, we go on tour, the reason to go on tour is to sell the merch, not to sell the CDs.
Exactly. Yeah, The biggest thing too is like, for the love of winning, like we don't so much want to make it like a merch kind of line. You want it to be a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, I'm not against like merch, because I definitely have merch, like Crewsoundwaves merch, but for the love of winning, we want it to be a standalone entity to live and thrive on its own. Like,
so it doesn't put you kind of in a box too.
Right, exactly. So, there's no ties between myself as an artist and the brand, or my brother as a bodybuilder and the brand.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like a baby that we're growing.
I love that. Well, y'all gonna be in the fashion show in March, so that's gonna be go crazy.
Down for that, man.
The date's coming soon, but in March we're having a fashion show. So if you got a fashion brand, tap into us. Everyone loves the fashion shows. And then I want to touch on the last thing you kind of spoke about was you help artists with their LLCs or taxes.
Yeah, man. Like that, man. But I'm glad you mentioned that, bro. Like, I've been finding such a hard way to kind of present that, just being like an in-your-face artist. But yeah, I'm a licensed tax practitioner, man. I got my P10. If those of you guys that really know your licenses in the tax world, EFIN's on the way. The C-Tech is about to get approved. Got the EIN. You can search the name Go To Tax Dude. It's incorporated.
I like that name. That could have a crazy logo.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, something real chill, real vibe. So that side of me, man, is the nerd side, man. The side that's really savvy with business, and so I do offer things such as tax prep, tax filing, bookkeeping.
So important.
Even tax planning and strategies for I mainly like to deal with creators, content creators, business owners, artists, freelancers. Not so much W-2 employee workers, but if you're a W-2 worker, but then you've got a business on the side, and then you own a home or some shit, those are the type of people I like to work with.
Okay.
Because there's way more ways to take advantage of tax laws.
Yeah, there's definitely different. I mean, everyone got for taxes. Everyone got their own different little situations. Yeah, so facts. A lot of us got the same situations though, so it's like important to know who you market to and who you serve. And so, like, for music artists, what's like, maybe a couple things immediately that they can start doing to like help them?
That's a dope question. I feel like the first thing you should definitely want to do is like incorporate your name as an artist. Okay. Like, get an EIN for your name. Like, if my name's Crewsoundwaves, I'm gonna get an EIN. Basically, an EIN is like a business number for your business, right? If I had an SSN, the equivalent would be an EIN.
Right.
And then you want to take it a step further and then get an LLC. So people think LLCs and EINs are the same thing, but they're two different things.
Right.
LLC is a type of business, and EIN is basically your license as operating as a business, right?
Okay.
So you want to get your EIN. Like, so if I'm Crewsoundwaves, I want to go ahead and get it. Crewsoundwaves LLC with my EIN, right?
Right.
And start building. So any income that I get as an artist,
right,
I'll probably open up a separate bank, right, in the name of Crewsoundwaves LLC.
So all my earnings, my publishing,
everything goes there.
Everything.
Even the shit that I'm paying for, right? Right. And here's a double entendre too. Find a second way of income, something that's gonna fuel you throughout this process of obtaining that stardom or obtaining that record deal, obtaining this business endeavor musically. You want to be able to fund these things, because I mean, let's be real. Being an artist is fucking expensive as fuck.
People think it's a career for sure, and there's career paths in it, but it's definitely a business, and a business takes an investment.
You got to invest into it,
and so like sometimes investments don't pay off in the first year or the third year, the fourth year. It's gonna pay off 5, maybe 10 years down the road.
And music is weird too. It may not pay off for like 15 years, and the 15th and one day later.
We've seen so many stories, man. I've heard of stories where
man, crazy.
Who was the one lady that Drake just sampled off of his last album? She made music. She was like, it was in the latest album. and he used her voice that he listened to a song. I think it was in an
Right.
elevator
And
or a
then
restaurant.
out of nowhere, she's got
like,
credits, crazy amounts like that.
She
But
made
that's how
like
it is.
500,000 or something like that.
Just like that, man. And now she can really do what she want to do musically.
She was just a regular person making music, and
probably
after 30 years,
and shit, like now that shit came through like crazy.
So that was an investment.
But that's what music is. It's like, you know, and up until you get to that point, you want to find. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to do it or what or judge you the way you're doing it. But you want to be able to have a second form of income or more than two forms of income. But yeah, as if I was an artist going to the game, I'd tell you, hey, like incorporate your name, open up a business bank account, and have all your income coming to that bank account and all your expenses coming out of it. And that way, when it's time to do taxes, everything's going to be smooth for you. And now it opens up a world of deductions, you being incorporated. Deductions being, hey, let's pay less on taxes, right? Let's claim that my car broke down on the way to the studio. I had to fix it. Cost me $6,000. That's a deductible expense now.
Right.
But you have to be a business to claim business deductions, right?
Right.
So yeah, man, that's just a small
get all your performance gear at Milk Room and write it off.
Or hey, write that shit off, right? Performance gear, right? Supplies material. So
come on, you got them clothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And so and like, you know, as serious as I can say this, yes, I'm an artist, man. But listen, if you're an artist too, and you want some tax consultation, some tax advice, let's talk, man. I'm here to help. I was at a point where I needed tax advice, and someone came to help me. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help others, and I feel like that's the best way to get any business going, is to offer a solution. So,
no, I love that. I think, you know, they talk about it. I think it's now a topic of conversation, maybe in the last 5 years, where let's be real, like music executives shied away from teaching people the education behind business and music. Of course, you know, and so now people understand, like, oh, music is a business. I need to learn this other side of the coin, and then there's a lot of different brackets to that. There's the marketing, the taxes, the
right, owning your music, publishing, sing like it's so much shit going on, man. And so like an artist is a business. So like I recommend every artist doing this shit to, you know, start thinking business minded too. Like, have your fun in this shit, but understand, like, yo, there's a time and place to really get down and get this shit taken care of.
Yeah, and it all doesn't. And I was talking with someone that's like, it's not gonna happen overnight. So don't treat it like it's overnight, and don't pressure yourself to make it happen overnight. And like, the music's gonna come. You just gotta, you know, play the journey. It's a long game journey.
And I'm gonna keep raging until that, man. Hey, on that February 24th pop up, man, the Rebirth concert is gonna be immaculate. It's gonna be such a vibe. Make sure y'all pull up, man.
Definitely make sure y'all pull up. Make sure I pull up to the fashion show. Where can we find you at in your music?
Man, you can find me on all platforms. You can Google me, Crewsoundwaves. That's all one word. Put an S at the end, all right?
Make sure to put that S at the end. Love, appreciate you.
Yeah, all right, man. Appreciate you, dog. Yes, sir.
That's a dope.